Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out here with the option left. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
There to make the tackle, Deion Leonard.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Working with 2nd and 5 now. The slot man in motion right. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Back to throw here. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They'll look to throw again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, and it's Pollard again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out, got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he... up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Vikings.
Cook now off the read option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Taking it about the 36. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Prescott to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pollard will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Freddie Swain from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Cook now off the read option. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll try to throw now. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now here's Pollard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
You're hit. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to